some more of the Gay-C faithful who's made a long trip. There you see Mr. Maddox and the rest of the...
Welcome back now. You're here in the Abingdon High School gym along with Channel 30, and you're getting ready to see the Gate City High School Blue Devils take on the Falcons of Abingdon. Gate City being the Highland District champion this year, which Ivan has mentioned a lot of. And we're going to have to do a lot of talking here before the game gets started, looks to me like, Ivan. So Matt scans the gym and just finds a few things there. It's going to be an interesting game.
It's really good. It's going to be interesting, Doug. But one fact is that the Gay-C Blue Devils really racked up on the Falcons at home. They beat them pretty badly down there, so the Falcons will be looking for revenge tonight on their home court.
That's true, but you know, Abingdon will be looking for revenge tonight against the Devils because we did beat them, and you know, it might be a closer contest this time.
It should be, Doug. The Falcons, whenever you get a team on their home court, I don't care who they are, they're going to be tough. You could be, John Battle playing them on their home court is tough. I know we beat them pretty soundly down there, but still, yet anytime you take a team on their home court, you're playing, you know, you're against the odds.
We're about to get set now for the starting lineup. The Gate City Blue Devils. You see the rest of the team that's not going to be starting out for the Devils coming out and getting ready to raise their team on in. The Blue Devils starting lineup tonight is a guard, junior, 5'11", number 24, Kevin Morris, the Moose. At guard, a senior, 6 feet, number 32, Brian Herron, the big dog. Harp, harp. The forward, sophomore, number 50, Rusty Pendleton. Pretty good size boy for a sophomore in the house.
Sure is. They list him at 6 foot, but I believe he's taller than that.
There you see Tommy Machine Gun Music, number 22. Not last but not least, the big animal, Chris Shelton, number 54.
The Abingdon starting lineup looks like this. The lights will be going out for the introduction of the Falcons. There you see the spotlight on the Falcons. At guard, number 10, Sage Johnson. At guard, number 24, Brian Peck. At forward, number 22, Bo Owens. At forward, senior, number 42, Howie Rice. Number 44, Daryl Herndon. And there you have the starting lineup for the Abingdon Falcons. We're just seconds away now from the start of tonight's game.
I like the way they do that, Ivan. That's real neat.
If I can remember correctly, Gay-C used to do that one time with their spotlight too, Doug.
They sure did. It gets to be a time-consuming thing, game after game, so I think this probably Abingdon's last home game. Probably the reason they did that, I'm not sure. But anyway, we're set for an exciting ball game here. See the Blue Devils, Shelton right in the middle out there, ready to go up against the big center from Abingdon, number 44.
Herndon, Daryl Herndon for Abingdon will be jumping against the animal.
We'll see who gets the jump, Ivan.
Well, Chris Shelton obviously has the advantage already with his height, but you never can tell. The ball goes up, and the animal, no, Abingdon gets the ball. Rice with the ball gives off to Owens. Sage Johnson down to Owens. Works around to Peck. And it's kicked out of bounds there by Tommy Music. Nice defense by Tommy. Herndon to inbound the ball for the Falcons. Lobs it in here. It's thrown away by Big Dog Heron.
Heron quickly gets it across half court to Kevin Morris. Morris drives for the layup, misses. It's going to come off in the hands of Abingdon. Rusty Pendleton thought he could get the ball back in, but couldn't.
Number 42, Hallie Rice, to trigger the ball inbounds. Gets it to Owens. Owens quickly to Sage Johnson. Down in the corner to Peck. Peck gives on top to Owens. Owens quickly down to Sage Johnson. Guarded closely by Tommy Music. Owens gives off to Peck. Johnson with the ball now. Works it around to Rice to Peck. Up with a long jump shot. It's good.
Good job, Art. That was just playing good defense. Heron gets it down to Music real quick now. Music gonna get it inside the Big Animal Shelton, and he puts it up no good. Rebound Rusty Pendleton from earlier. He's gonna draw the foul. Sure is. Devils down by 2-0 with Pendleton on the line shooting 2.
Look for the Devils to look on the inside tonight to Chris Shelton more than they usually have been done.
I think so with the height advantage, Ivan. Pendleton, but shot is up, and it's Cotton. Puts the Devils on the board with 1. Pendleton to attempt his second. Also good.
Owens with the ball quickly to Sage Johnson. Johnson works it down in the corner to Peg. Peg brings it down top to Rice. Johnson quickly with the ball up with a shot. Good. Beautiful shot.
Pendleton inbounds to Brian Heron. Heron passes it to Kevin Morris. Morris going to come back out to Brian Heron. Heron looks, goes over to Music. Music fires, and it's out. Did not fall.
Number 20 gives it off to Sage Johnson. Quickly down the corner to Peg. Peg guarded closely by Moose Morris. Holly Rice on top of the key. Quickly to Sage Johnson. Inside to Herndon. Stolen away there by Big Dog Heron.
Devils ties it up with 6 minutes, 20 seconds remaining.
Sage Johnson quickly off the Peg with a long jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Herndon. Herndon up, blocked there by the Animal. The ball knocked over to Tommy Music.
Shelton done a good job blocking. They got it back over to Tommy Music, and he takes his time and gives it to Brian Heron. Over to Music. Music inside to the Shelton. Shelton shot up and good. Shelton's got a good night going so far.
Shelton has really been in these last 3 or 4 games. You can tell a big difference in him. Sage Johnson now with the ball for Abingdon. Works it over here to Owens. Over to Brian Peck. Bo Owens with the ball. Gives off to Sage Johnson. Over to Brian Peck. Up with a shot. Ain't good.
That's pure cotton there. Pendleton inbounds to Brian Heron. Heron down to Music. Music drives to the baseline and on in. He's going to draw the foul.
This is a quick-paced game, Doug. The first quarter of action has just been seen each team running up and down the court and firing it.
Running gun looks to me like Ivan. Music, he's shooting, I don't know where he's going to be shooting, 1 and 1 or 2. No, it's a 1 and 1. I mean, it's not a shooting violation, so we'll get the ball. There they go. Music will inbounds for the Devils. Out to Brian Heron. Heron quickly gets it back out to Kevin Morris, and Morris trying to get it back. He's broken up.
Sage Johnson quickly with the ball. Down the court, up and in for the easy layup.
Kevin Morris inbounds to Music. Music gives it to Brian. Brian Heron. Heron looking. Goes to
Johnson quickly with the ball, gives it off to Brian Pegg. Pegg guarded closely on Morris. Bo Owens now. Nice jumper there, and it's good.
Pendleton inbounds to Brian Heron. quickly gets it down to Kevin Morris. Morris goes back to Hearn at the free throw line. Hearn shot up, and this ball's a little short.
Sage Johnson.
Shot's good. Puts the Devils up. Falcons 10 apiece.
Doug Heron. He may have got away with one there too, Doug.
Might have, huh?
Peck with the ball now. Johnson over to Bo Owens. Quickly inside to Hallie Rice. Up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Rusty Pendleton.
Pendleton showing some strength. Gets it out to Kevin Morris. It's in and out.
Ball quickly up court for the Falcons. Running gunning right now. Both teams are. Over to Peck with a shot. In and out. Rebounded by Chris Shelton.
Shelton finally the ball back down and gives it to Kevin. And he goes for the easy layup and draws the foul in process. The bucket no good. Didn't go in anyway, but that'll send Music to the line shooting 2. Falcons have committed. Devils foul us here. Devils situation, 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Scores tied at 10 apiece. Music on the line. Substitution in for Abingdon.
Number 54 into the game is Kirk Meister. Excuse me, that's the way they pronounce the name, M-I-S-T-I-R. Brian Peck with the ball now, working the ball for the Falcons. Passes over to Hallie Rice. Rice gives back on top to Brian Peck. Stolen away by Rusty Pendleton, and Peck gets the ball. Finds Rice up with a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Chris Shelton.
Shelton really done a good job. Our quick pass over to Kevin Morris from Brian Heron. He's going to draw the foul. That is
3 fouls on Owens early in the first quarter.
Wow. I mean, that's 2 minutes, 48 seconds remaining. Devils up by 1, 11 to 10. And that's 3 fouls on Owens, as Ivan said. So he's going to take a break, looks like. And Devils still have not committed a foul. Music will inbounds to Brian Heron. Heron trying to get Pendleton set up there. Drives to the free throw line, the shot up, no good. Comes off to Shelton. Shelton quickly out to Kevin Morris. Morris fakes and he puts shot up, no good. Comes off to Music. Music turnaround jumper, good. Devils up by 3, 13 to 10.
Meister inbounds the ball to Peck. Peck working the ball down here to Reed Stanley, freshly into the game. Number 54, Meister. Knocked away there by Big Dog Heron, regained by Brian Peck. Peck looking for an open man. Decides to take the jumper. It's in and out, no good. Out of bounds on Rusty Pendleton. The Devils hold a 3-point lead, 13 to 10.
Pendleton just couldn't get his hands on it. Both hands.
Wes Colley to inbound the ball for the Falcons. Oh, air pass there.
This is going to be a good layup here by Kevin Morris. You can see, boom, right in there. Devils up by 5, 15 to 10, minute 58 remaining, first period.
Brian Peck with the ball now. Working across the timeline. Gives to Reed Stanley. Stanley back to Peck. Peck lobs it in there, and the Animal got his hand on it. Colley comes away with the ball, and he's fouled there by, it looks like the Rusty Pendleton. Sage Johnson quickly back in the game, as is Hallie Rice for the Falcons. Meister goes out. And Reed Stanley goes out. Colley to shoot 2. Devils up by 5, 15 to 10. Colley's first shot is good. with his second attempt. Up, and also good.
Pendleton will inbounds to the big dog, Brian Herron. Quite a bit for the Devils. Takes the ball down, pass over to Kevin Morris. Morris fires the shot, and it's going to be in there. Devils up by 5 again, 17-12. Minute 20 seconds remaining.
Sage Johnson with the ball, and quickly down to Brian Peck in the corner. Peck out on top to Hallie Rice. Rice will give the ball back to Peck. Peck with a nice feed to Sage Johnson with a nice move, but he misses the shot.
Tommy Music come up with the rebound there, showing some strength. Music takes the ball down himself, drives to the free throw line, shoots it, and it's string Music again.
Music with 11 in the first quarter already. Number 2, Johnson working the ball in. 53 seconds left in the quarter. Brian Peck with the ball, gives off to Sage. Hallie Rice. Cross-court pass to Brian Peck. Peck looking for an open man, finds Sage Johnson. Hallie Rice thought about shooting, and he decides not to. Changes his mind, shoots that, blocked by the Animal.
Good job there by the Animal. He gives it to, pass it right back. Good job. Shelton's going to drive in for the easy layup. I thought he was going to slam dunk at it. Devils up 21-12.
Sage Johnson with the ball. Hopkins will probably work for the last shot of the quarter. Down by 9, 21-12.
10 seconds, Ivan.
10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Johnson with a long jumper, and it's no good.
So at the end of the first period, as you can see, the Devils 21, the Falcons of Abingdon 12. And how many points has Tommy got already, Ivan?
Tommy, coming off a poor shooting night for him against Virginia High, has already got 13 first quarter points, Doug. So he has found the mark again tonight, which is good to see.
Yeah, Shelton showing some strength underneath also. They're getting the ball to the big man, and he knows what to do with it when he does get his hands on it. So the whole team's just playing extra well here. They're not playing excellent. If they're excellent, they would be mistakeless. So
I just hope that the Gate City Blue Devils can keep up this fast pace tonight against DB tomorrow at Dobbins Bennett.
I do too, Ivan. You know, it's very possible to see a score up in the 80s tonight because Devils already scored 21 in the first period. Of course, for that to happen, Shelton would have to get hot. Music would have to get hot.
Music's already hot.
Music's already hot. But, we'd like to see that happen, but best luck to both teams.
Right. Abingdon has a real nice coach, Doug. We was talking to him before the game, and he's a real nice man. And
oh, yeah, they provided well for us, and then he's real nice, courteous, and I'd like to thank him.
Very helpful. We want to thank him for his time and effort tonight.
They're showing some good sportsmanship out there tonight also.
We'll be back up here next week at the district tournaments, the 24th, 26th, and 28th.
Music inbounds to Brian Herron. Herron works the ball over to Kevin Morris. Morris back to Herron. Herron drives back into Matt Quillen now in the game, and Matt comes off the bench hot. 23-12 now. Devils up.
Sage Johnson with a long pass down here in the corner to Brian Peck. Out to Hallie Rice, back to Bo Owens, over to Sage Johnson, up with a shot, no good, rebounded by Big Dog Herron.
Herron turning the speed on now. I'm going to pass into Music. Music can't get a handle on it. It's going to go out of bounds on the Falcons. Devils up by 11, just starting the second period. 7 minutes, 31 seconds remaining. Devils have one team foul to the Falcons 4. Music out front, top of the key, and boom, puts us up by 13.
Bo Owens with the ball now. Gives across to Hallie Rice. Rice looking for an open man. Down here to Sage Johnson with a quick pass to Brian Peck. Up a shot, rejected by the Animal. But I believe they're going to get Tommy Music with a foul there.
I think so. It'll be the team's second, Music's first.
He picks up his first. Peck on the line for 2 shots. Gate City staying out foul.
If you get one more foul on them, that'd put us in the bonus and we'd be shooting free throws.
Peck's first shot is up and falls in. Second shot coming up is No good. Rebounded by Hallie Rice. Passed off down there to Collie. Up with a shot and good.
Quillen and Heron, who quickly gets it to Tommy Music. Music back out to Brian Heron, over to Kevin Morris. Morris makes a couple fakes, drives, ties in to Shelton, and it's good. 27-15 now.
Bo Owens with the ball now. Gives off to Hallie Rice. Rice works the ball, picks up his dribble, gives off to Bo Owens. Owens crosses the timeline. Gives to Sage Johnson. Johnson finds Peck. Peck. Nice fake in there to Rice. Up with a shot and good.
Well, Heron, who quickly gets it to Kevin Morris. Morris going to bust it this time. It's Soup. 29-17. Devils up by 12.
Bowens with the ball now. Stolen away there by Kevin Morris.
Morris works the ball. Yeah, he drew the foul, I think.
No shot, but he did draw the foul.
So that'll put Gate City in the bonus, so Kevin Morris will be shooting 1-1 if we're doing this right. Devils 31-17.
Tommy has only missed in the field tonight, Doug. Tremendous performance by Tom. Brian Peck with the ball now, working against Matt Quillen. Finds number 50 across. Oh, bad pass there. Too high for Hallie Rice.
Matt Quillen coming off the bench to replace Rusty Pendleton now, doing a great job. Bounce to Brian Heron. Heron crosses the half court, down around the top of the key. Over to Kevin.
32, Hallie Rice inbounds the ball to Sage Johnson. Johnson lost. Cross court to Brian Peck. Peck with a nice drive there, and he draws the foul. But missed the shot. Let's see who they got the foul on that time. 32, Brian Heron picks up the foul. That's his first.
Team's third.
Brian Peck set to step to the line for 2 shots. Devils up on top now, 33-17. 5:36 left in the second quarter. Shot up is no good. Off the rim. Brian with another shot coming. Shoot. And it falls.
Drive in almost to the baseline, shot up and good. 35-18 now.
Tommy with 19 points. Excellent outing. Brian Peck with the ball now. Gives down to Sage Johnson. Lobs over to Coley. Coley guarded there by Shelton. Loses the ball. Johnson picks it up, shoots. Hey, he draws a foul from the Animal.
I don't know whether they're going to get the Animal or Shelton. Let's see. No, 54, Shelton.
That's Shelton's first foul. Team's fourth foul, and Rusty Pendleton will replace the Animal. Chris doing a nice job for Gate City on the inside so far in the game. Johnson with 2. First shot is up and good. That makes the score 35-19. 16-point lead for the Devils. Second shot up, and he tickles the strings that time.
Quillen inbounds to Brian Heron. Quickly over to Kevin Morris. Morris from the free throw line, a one-handed jumper, and it's good. 37-20. Devils up 17 with 5 minutes remaining.
The Devils put on a show for the Abingdon fans here tonight. Good shooting all around. Johnson with a long pass down here for Colley. Colley back across court to Johnson. Johnson to Reed Stanley into the game. Stanley hands off to Peck. Peck gives to Johnson, back to Peck. Johnson trying to get the offense to set up. Peck back to Johnson, over to Holly Rice with a jumper, and it's good.
Quillen again with inbounds out to Brian Herron. Herron slows things up drastically for the Devils. Crosses a half-court mark. Under pressure now. Goes over to Music. Music going to shoot, and it's out in the hands of Abingdon.
And nice pass down here to Peck, up with an easy lap, and he misses.
Comes off to Brian Herron, who's just patiently waiting, over to Tommy Music. Music from the free throw line, and he's going to be called for walking. Devils up by 15, 37-45. 4 minutes, 4 seconds remaining. Second period.
Good call there by the officials. The officials working nicely tonight. Holly Rice gets off to Reed Stanley, back over to Rice. Cross court to Colley. Colley guarded closely by Brian Herron. Lobs out to Sage Johnson. Johnson to Stanley. Stanley up with a jumper. No good. Rebounded by Rice. Up with a nice move and good.
Pendleton again inbounds to Brian Herron. Herron looking. Going to drive it all the way in, and the underhanded layup no good. Comes off to the Falcon. No, Brian Herron got control of it. Going to drive it back in again and draw the foul. Bucket went in, but no, he's going to be called for walking.
That was a good call there. He did take steps before he went in for the layup. So.
Devils up 13. 3 minutes, 32 seconds remaining. Second period.
Rice inbounds the ball to Sage Johnson. Johnson back over to Rice. Rice gives to Johnson, who lobs it over to Brian Peck. Peck drives. Passes to Reed Stanley. Up with a shot. No good. Rebounded in there by, let's see who gets the ball. Sage Johnson over to Colley. Colley, excuse me. Colley gives to Rice. Rice shoots. Good.
Quillen inbounds to Brian Herron. Devils only up by 11 now. Herron crosses the half-court mark over to Kevin Morris. Morris is going to bust it, and it's our ball this time.
Sage Johnson with a nice save. Lobs it down here for Brian Peck, wide open. Up, in. That cuts the lead to 9. 37-26.
Brian Herron inbounded to Pendleton. Pendleton gave it back to him. Devils really slow things up now. Herron works around. Gets the ball back over to Kevin Morris. Morris singles Matt Quillen. Come out to get the ball. Quillen goes back to Morris. Morris coming over to Music. Music down in the corner to Brian Herron. Herron looking inside. Nobody there. Back to Matt Quillen's free throw line over to Music. Music shot up, and it's in there. 39-28. Devils up by 11.
The ball now in the hands of Sage Johnson, who works the ball up slowly for the Falcons. Devils on top by 11, 39-28. Cross-court pass over here to Rice. Rice gets off to Johnson. Johnson to Rice. Across the peg, up with a shot, blocked out by Pendleton. Looks like a clean block, but he gets a foul. That's number 2 on Rusty. It looks like a clean block from up here, Doug.
It sure did. Tommy got 21 tonight so far.
21 points so far, Doug.
Pendleton, 2 fouls. Stays in the game. Shelton ready to check back in, as you can see there.
Brian Peck will have 2 shots, I believe, Doug.
I think it will be 2.
Pendleton goes out.
Break. And the big animal checks back in.
Peck steps to the line with a chance to cut the lead down to 9. First shot is up and good. That cuts the lead to 10. Has another shot now. Devils look like they was going to run away with it, but the Falcons have battled back to cut the lead to 10, and now it remains 10.
Shelton pulling the rebound there, gives it to Music, and they're going to give it to Brian Herron. Herron goes to Music. Music over to Matt Quillen. Quillen from the up 6-foot line, puts it right in there. 41-29 now. Devils up by 11.
Sage Johnson with the ball. Quickly down in the corner to Brian Peck. Nice pass to Johnson. Up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Colley. Strong. Takes the ball out. Loses it. Out of bounds to Gate City. Looks like the young man hurt himself there, Doug.
Might have stoved his finger. Inbounds from Music to Brian Herron. Herron going to be mad as quick as he crosses half court there. Turns the ball around. Goes inside to Music. Beautiful pass from Herron.
Doug, Brian Herron don't score a lot of points for the Devils, but his assists are very important.
Dave Mason talked about that, how good a ball control he was, and he looked down the court a lot.
Sage Johnson now with the ball, works to reach Stanley. Stanley gives back to Peck. Johnson with the ball. Top of the key, passes down here to Rice. Rice gives back to Johnson. Rice will take the jumper. Good.
Well, inbounds to Brian Herron. Herron turns it on, loses the grip, goes over to Kevin Morris, who loses the grip. He picks it up himself, goes back to Herron. Herron, on the free throw line, passes it to Kevin Morris, who drives the lane and puts an underhanded layup in. 45-31. Devils up by 14 with 30 seconds remaining.
Johnson with the ball now. Gives down to Peck. Back to Johnson. Over to Rice. Sage Johnson passes over to Howie Rice again. Peck with the ball. Looking for the open man. Gives back to Johnson. Rice tries. Nice pass there to Stanley. Up with a shot. Good.
10 seconds now remaining. Devils 45-33. Music. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, Music's going to go from about 3 foot. No good. Rebound to Shelton. No good. And that's the end of the first half. For the score, the Gate City Blue Devils 45, and the home team here, Abingdon Falcons 33, as you can see. So we're going to break away for just a short moment. So stay with us here on Scott County Cable, Channel 30.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Abingdon, where tonight the Gate City Blue Devils have a commanding 12-point lead on the Falcons at halftime. Tommy Music shooting an unbelievable 79% from the field, hitting 11 to 14 shots, and 1 of 2 foul shots for a total of 23 points in the first half. So Tommy is coming off his, I'd say his worst game of probably his career the other night against Virginia High, hitting only 2 points and coming back strong tonight. Moose Morris contributing 12 points, Shelton with 4, Pendleton with 2, and Quillen with 4 to give Gate City their 45. We're ready for the start of the second half of action now. This is Ivan Sanders along with Doug Gilmwater. Sage Johnson with the ball, get to Reed Stanley. Stanley with the ball, feeds inside to Howie Rice. Double team there by Gate City. Finds Peck with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Animal Shelton.
Shelton, quick pass over to Morris. Morris gets it to Brian Herron to set things up. Herron over to Music, broken up.
Sage Johnson races down the court. Should have an easy layup here. It's good.
Herron inbounds to Music. Music lets him have it back. Herron brings the ball down now. Crosses the half-court mark. Goes over to Kevin Morris. Morris shots up, and it's soup. Put the Devils up 45-35. 47-35.
Sage Johnson with the ball now for Abingdon across the timeline. Gives it off to Reed Stanley. Stanley back to Johnson across the peg. Peck looking for an open man, finds Johnson over to Stanley. Stanley lobs it in to Herndon. Herndon muzzles, blocked out by Rusty Pelton, his jump ball. Gate City gets the ball.
Pendleton will inbound for the Devils out to Brian Herron. Herron brings the ball down, calls some sort of signal. Goes to Music. Music inside to Shelton. Shelton shot up and it comes off.
Howie Rice gives to Sage Johnson, who's quickly down the floor. Brian Peck with the ball now. Pulls it out on top to Howie Rice over to Reed Stanley. Sage Johnson with a nice pass out of Herndon. Up the shot, blocked there by the Animal.
Shelton got the block, then passed it over to Music. Music going to drive and shoot for the basket. 49-35. Devils up 14.
Sage Johnson will call timeout for the Falcons.
Their coach really looks upset there. So I see a different ball team coming out on the floor here. One
of the cheerleaders today, the high school, Doug, would like for me to mention that they want to extend a their gratitude and their appreciation for Miss Clark helping out with them this year. She has done an excellent job with our cheerleaders. She's traveled with the team, and she's really helped the cheerleaders to develop some nice stunts and nice cheers this year, so they wanted to extend their thanks and appreciation to her.
I'd also like to mention, Ivan, the class of 77 of Gate City High School is trying to get together their class reunion. So watch Channel 36 for the numbers to call for they need recent addresses of all class members of 77.
The Falcons now come back on the court to begin play once more. They'll have the ball out of bounds. Coach Mason and his troop gearing up for next week's district tournaments, and then they'll be off to regionals. Sage Johnson triggers the ball inbounds to Peck. Back to Johnson. Almost thrown away there by Moose Morris. Sage Johnson finds Reed Stanley. Thrown away by Tommy Music.
Music brings the ball out, passes down to Kevin Morris. Morris is going to fire it. No good. Shelton come in and took the ball away from him. Going to be called for walking.
Good hustle there, though, by the big man for Gate City. He really got down the court that time.
Been some good officiating both ways here, Ivan. Not to thank the refs for the job that they do.
Sage Johnson with the ball now, over to Reed Stanley. Stanley back to Johnson. Johnson with a long jump shot. It's good. Beautiful shot there.
Middleton inbounds to Brian Herron. Herron under pressure. Kevin Morris comes out to get the ball, loses the handle.
Brian Peck with a steal there. Drives, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Big Dog Herron. It's going to be a jump ball. The ball will be in Abingdon's possession. Devils up by 12. Rice to inbound the ball for the Falcons.
See, the big man has his hands up. He's almost touching the net there.
Rice over here to Johnson with a jump shot, no good. Rebounding there by Rice, up, blocked by Pendleton. And they're going to get him for his third foul.
Devils up by 12, 5 minutes and 27 seconds. 49 to 37. Been an exciting game, Ivan. Devils showing some stuff here and slowed down a little bit this second half.
Been a real exciting game, Doug. It's been fast-paced. We've hardly been able to keep up with it. Rice with his first shot off the back of the rim, too hard. Doug, I guess you'd be interested to know that Gate City shot 64% that first half, so they're shooting a real good percentage. Second shot up and good by Rice.
Inbounds from Pendleton out to Kevin Morris. Morris almost at the half-court line when he called it. Gives it to Brian Herron. Herron goes over to Kevin Morris. Morris drives inside, no shot. Going to draw the foul. He was in the act of shooting. Kevin Morris will be shooting 2 shots from the free throw line.
Kevin Morris at the line, shooting 2.
Real quiet. First shot's up and it's right in there. Have to excuse me, sometimes my voice is a little cracked. So just bear with us. Devils up 50-38 with Morris shooting the second free throw attempt. Shots up, and it's also Cotton. Puts the Devils up by 13. 5 minutes, 17 seconds left in the third period.
Reed Stanley lobs it down here to Sage Johnson. Johnson sets up the offense over to Reed Stanley. Stanley lobbing back out to Johnson. Lobbed in there to Herndon. Nicely blocked. They get a foul. Let's see who they get. Looks like Tommy Music. Number 2 on Tommy. Doug, I want you to stick your neck out in line tonight. I want you to predict what tomorrow's score will be between Dobbins Bend and Gate City. Before this game is over with, I want to hear your predictions for tomorrow night.
I'll do it before it's over with, and I want yours too.
Herndon shoots. It's no good. Darrell Herndon steps to the line for his second attempt. Up, and it's good.
Pendleton will inbounds to Brian Herron. Herron under pressure early. They break away from him. He brings the ball across half court. Out to Kevin Morris. Morris into Rusty Pendleton, broken up with number 22. Blue Devil ball. Music calls number 1. I think it'd pop out to Music or the goal, and no, to Pendleton or the goal. He missed it. Matt Quilt, wasn't Matt. Shelton grabbed it and put it back in. I'm sorry.
Brian Peck with the ball now in the corner. Gives out to Howie Rice, over to Bo Owens. Owens with the ball. Gives off to Sage Johnson. Back to Owens. Owens with a long jump shot. No good. Rebounded in there by Herndon. Up, and they're going to get Rusty for his 4th foul. Rusty in foul trouble. Coach Mason will probably go to his bench.
See, Matt Quillen and Arthur Ferguson checking in to relieve Brian Herron and Rusty Pendleton. Foul number 3 they've got.
Darrell Herndon steps to the line for 2 shots. Devils up by 14 at this juncture of the game. First shot is up and good. That makes it 53-40. One more coming. Second shot, up, and no good. They're going to get Herndon, I believe, over the back on that one. Good call there by the official.
Matt Quillen will inbounds the ball to Arthur Ferguson. Ferguson, a good ball handler, makes a lot of things happen out there. He brings the ball down, crosses half court, goes over to Kevin Morris. Morris going to drive to the baseline and draw the foul off of number 24 there.
Brian Peck picks up his first foul tonight. Morris will have 2 shots.
Morris shooting 2.
Kevin Morris at the line.
First shot is up and it's in there. Real softy that time. Left-handed shooter. Moore's second shot is super. Puts the Devils up by 15, 55-40 with 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining.
Sage Johnson gives off quickly to Brian Peck, over to Howie Rice. Owens finds Johnson. Johnson goes up for a shot. The ball comes out to Rice and rebounded there by Arthur Ferguson.
Ferguson quickly throws it down to Music. Music looking, drives, shots up, and it's super. 57-40 now. Devils up by 17.
Tommy now with 27 on the night. Sage Johnson gives off to Brian Peck. Peck after Howie Rice, over to Bo Owens. The referee calls a timeout. We have a net stuck up down here in the other end. Well, Doug, here's my prediction. If KC can get the big animal active tomorrow night and get Tommy hitting his outside shots, I believe they'll come out top by a score of 64-58.
To what?
64-58.
I'll have to think about that and see what my verdict is on it.
Sage Johnson with a long bomb, man. It's good.
Well, inbounds Ferguson. Ferguson looks, brings it down himself, goes over to Music. Music inside to the big animal, and he goes up and we'll draw the foul. He's a hard man to block a shot on, so that had to be a foul. Shelton will be on the line shooting 2. Devils up by 15. 3 minutes, 24 seconds left in the third period. 4 team fouls on the Falcons now. Devils have 3 team fouls, neither one in the bonus. Big Animal's first shot is up and comes off. Second shot by Shelton is up and he busts the eye out of it that time.
Rice inbounds to Bo Owens, down quickly to Sage Johnson. Down here to Brian Peck. Peck out on top to Howie Rice, over Bo Owens, down in the corner to Sage Johnson, back to Bo Owens. Owens gives off to Johnson. Johnson back to Owens. Followed by it. Stolen away there by Tommy Music.
Music turns the speed on now. Drives down and slows things up. Comes back out front to Ferguson over to Moose. Moose drives a one-handed shot. No good. Draws the foul, though. So that's going to put Moose on the line shooting 2. Devils 58. Falcons 42.
Number 50 is a game to replace Peck. Peck comes out. David Brown checks in.
Kevin Morris now ready to shoot his first shot of 2. Real quiet tonight in this gym. Kevin Morris first shot up, no good. Not used to all this quietness, Ivan. 16-point lead by the Devils. Kevin Morris getting ready to try to make it 17, and sure does. 59-42. Devils in the bonus now.
Sage Johnson with the ball for the Falcons. Works it down here to number 50. Owens with the ball now for Abingdon. Gives off to Johnson. Setting up the offense, Owens. Looking, Johnson with a long jumper, no good. Rebounding there by Arthur Ferguson.
Ferguson, quick pass to Kevin Morris. Morris over to Music. Music right in there for the layup. 61-42 now. Devils up to 19. How many points probably got?
29. Sage Johnson with the ball now. Gives off to Bo Owens. Back to Johnson. Owens down here to Rice. Back to Johnson. Over to Owens. Up with a jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Maxwell and stolen away by Rice. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Arthur Ferguson.
Ferguson turns the speed on, goes to Kevin Morris. Morris drives, one-handed, and it's good. No, he's going to be called for charge. You don't think that was a good call, Mike? The replay will see. Again, the refs do the best job they can do.
Was the bucket good, Doug? I missed that.
The bucket went in, but they did not count it. Mike says the call was close.
Sage Johnson with the ball now. Gives off to Bo Owens. Back to Johnson. Down here to Peck. Peck across court to Owens. Stolen with our by Ferguson. Game back with Johnson. Herndon loses ball. Scrap far in there. Finds Rice. Rice with a turnaround jumper. No good. Rebounded by Herndon. Another shot. Good.
Quillen gets the inbounds over to Ferguson. I'm not sure what's going on here. A lot of confusion on the floor.
You don't get the animal very hot unless there's something really going on in our track, Doug. I think they got a technical on Johnson. I don't know what happened there. We don't know what happened. A heated exchange there, but I believe that they'll be all right. Coach Mason looks like he's going to have a talk with the animal.
Tommy Music will be shooting a technical foul for the Devils. Music all by himself. It's Cotton. 20-point lead now, 62-42. Devils up. Devils get the ball also. Music will inbounds. Out to Ferguson. Music out to Ferguson as I predicted. Ferguson. Oh, out to Kevin Morris. Morris back to Ferguson. Ferguson works the ball around over to Music. Music shots up and he puts it right back in there. Puts the Devils up by 22.
24, Peck with the ball now. Working the ball against two GC defenders. Lobbed out of bounds.
Quillen will inbounds for the Devils to Ferguson. Ferguson brings the ball across half court. Gives it to Music. Music, a couple fakes, shots up, and it falls right in there. 66-44 now.
34 points now for Tommy. Peck with the ball. Working to Bo Owens. Inside to Rice. Owens comes up with the ball. Finds Herndon. Herndon shoots. No good. Rebounded by Shelton. It just call into the game. Doug, it was a shame to see that instant. These schools are competitive, but I'm sure both players involved didn't mean for nothing to come of it. I know Chris Shelton. He's a nice young man. I'm sure that he didn't mean nothing by that little incident. But when you're in there in the fierce competition, it kind of gets, sometimes you lose control of your temper.
The Falcons are in a bonus now, so it's still 1-1.
Shooting 1-1.
22-point lead by the Devils with 33 seconds remaining in the third period.
First shot up by number 54 is no good. Rebounded by Matt Quillen.
Quillen gives it to Ferguson. Ferguson immediately to Kevin Morris. Morris thought he was going to take him 5-on-1 after a minute. Morris from inside one-handed, left-handed jumper, I might say. Puts it right in there. 68-44. 15 seconds remaining.
Peck with the ball now. Abingdon works for the last shot, I'm pretty sure. Good pass in there to Colley. They're going to get Tommy, I think, for a little push. Crowd didn't like it, but the official had a better view of it than we did.
Foul on number 22, Tommy Music. Foul number 3.
That puts Colley on the line.
Wes Colley at the line, shooting 1-1.
1-1. About to hit the microphone that time, Doug.
Don't do that, we need it. Music came up with the rebound after the missed shot there. He's going for it. Does not go. It comes off in the hands of Abingdon. And that's the end of the third period. And you're fixing to see Devils up 68-44, 24-point lead. Beginning the fourth period of play now, shortly. Devils showing some impressive by Music. How many points tonight, Ivan?
34.
34 points. So we'd like to get Mike's. We're going to get Mike to make a little prediction on tomorrow night's game, Gate City versus DB also. And,
Have you come up with anything yet, Doug? On what?
No, I've still got 8 minutes, Ivan. I just wish Ken Stapp a happy birthday, so we'd like to wish him a happy birthday too. I think he might have turned 16, maybe
15 or 16.
15 or 16. Kent's a fine young man. His father is Larry Stapp of Weber City. Real good athlete too. Well, happy birthday to Kent. Gate City gets the ball to start the fourth period. Music inbounds to Ferguson. Ferguson over to Morris. Morris shots up, one-handed jumper, and falls right in there. 70-44 now.
Kevin Morris has 23 tonight, Doug, so he's on the mark also. Chase Johnson back into the game. You could see him back in there. Bo Owens go over to Johnson. Johnson, a tough competitor, good ball handler. Bo Owens to the ball now.